Hey besties, let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Hey besties, it's Behind the Shade and I am back with my recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's season 10, episode 19, Motor City, Here We Come. Okay, so remember last week the episode ended where Ken and Trisha were at therapy with Dr. Francis, and they are going back and forth and back again about how Ken was being insecure because he heard some squeaking in the background while she was at the gym, and he thought she was in someone else's bed, honey. Don't Drew Hill have a song about that? Someone sleeping in my bed, messing with my head. Shouts out to Drew Hill. So then they accuse each other of lying. Well, your relationship is based on a lie. So it's quite evident that you both lie because this whole relationship ain't nothing but a bunch of lies. Everybody lying. Even the people who don't have nothing to do with your relationship is lying. Shout out to Marquez. Ken tells her she's quick to throw him under the bus, but won't defend him when she should. I was like, wow, Ken. Wow. That was a word. That was a word. And my question to you, Ken, so why are we here? What are we doing? And why are you moving forward with this? If she don't defend you, she don't respect you. So then Trisha tells Dr. Francis, well, we both have anger issues. Okay, so why are we doing this? You got kids, Trisha. You don't need to have that another terrible relationship around your children. They're already traumatized from their father. Now here come Ken with his mess. You know? So Ken compares their method of lying because he said he lies too. He's not perfect. But hers, Trisha's lies don't make sense. Like she just be lying just to be lying. That's why she forever getting caught in them. And so that makes Ken wonder if she's, keeping other lies and not telling him things. And there's so much more he doesn't know about her. And I'm like, absolutely. And Trisha gets on my nerves just the way she was sitting there. She just looks defeated. She can't give nobody no eye contact. You don't know what she's saying because her speech, the way she speaks, she talks about moving her teeth and just, oh, goodness. I don't know. Kid, I'm trying to see the attraction besides the body. I just don't see the attraction. Besties, is Ken and Trisha playing in our faces? Are they still together? Are they just doing this for the show? Because honey, they can go on about all that. So Dr. Francis is like, I got a question. What's keeping y'all together? And I'm like, ooh, I know. It starts with an S, end with an X. 3 letters, and a vowel is in the middle. That's what's keeping them together. So Trisha has another 3-letter word that she comes up with trying to prove me wrong, right? And she says fun. He was fun in the beginning. We used to have lots of fun, even with the kids. And Ken is like, yeah, let's bring that back. So Ken brings up that, the kids are affected by their arguing. Remember, Trisha used to say that ain't nothing wrong with them kids, girl, the Lulu for real. So Trisha says, she's going to stop arguing with him right in this moment because I guess she really don't agree with what he said. And so then she says that the daughter told her that, she tired of them arguing all the time. And I'm like, oh, I thought that the kids were not affected, Trisha. Then she says her son wants them to fix the relationship. He feels that it can be fixed. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I thought you said the kids were not affected. Like, oh my goodness, Trisha. Speak there. Well, she is with Dr. Francis, right? Yes, girl. Dump Ken and seek more therapy. Okay. Now is not the time for you to be in any relationship as a married woman. So Dr. Francis says, y'all need to get it together or the kids will find a safe space outside of the home. And we all know that that safe space won't be that safe. It'll be a door that opens for promiscuous behavior, for vulnerability, for bad things, trouble on the road. What's trouble on the road? I don't know. Trouble, just, it's not going to be good. You'll be looking for mother figures, father figures, and of course, more abuse to come, right? So, yeah, let's put a pin in this. So, Ken promises to Trisha that he will become a better communicator. And then she promises that she will hug him more and tell him she loves him more. And I'm like, Trisha, no. And Ken was looking like, yeah, hug me, hug me, hug me. And it's like, no, Trisha, you need to stop saying the I love you and you need to start doing the I love yous. That's what you need to work on, okay? So in Detroit, Destiny is at the hotel with one of her sisters, and the Scotts are there too. And did y'all see the building from Martin? That one building that Martin they always showed. Well, honey, the production did a good one. They went straight there. Why I can't get my words out? I'll tell y'all why, besties. I'm hungry. I need to eat. I'm, I'm low, but I said I gotta get this out. I gotta get this out. But did you guys see the building that they always portray on Martin? I think that's where Martin used to work at. That was where, the radio station was. Well, they had it. I was like, oh, I know that building. So anyway, it must be a building. What is that building? I wonder. What is it? So Destiny's sister, Paula, aka PJ, she's sitting there wearing a Madonna t-shirt. I said, girl, girl. Okay, throwback. So anyway, Destiny tells PJ that their grandmother looks for them every year on Facebook. She'll put their pictures up, post her telephone number, and tell them, if y'all know these kids, call me. She's been looking for her grandchildren for years. Now remember, there was a total of 8 that Rhonda had 8 children. Destiny's oldest brother passed away, so there's 7. Okay, but 1 is missing in this episode. 1 did not show up, and that's not so bad. Out of 8, 1 deceased. So out of 7 people, 6 showed up. That's not a bad number. That's not bad at all. So the Scotts are talking in their hotel about how important it is to step it up and support your friends. And Kimmy's like, yeah, because when I was battling with my breast cancer, I needed my friends. So they're all like, yeah. And Marceau is like, I'm emotional for Destiny. No, I don't look like it, but I am. So Maurice and Marceau plans to go see their family in Pontiac. They're going to go see Uncle Rick and their dad. Okay, so Destiny and her sister go to meet their family. Whew, temperatures rising. I mean, the emotions are going. This has got to be so gut-wrenching, so just, whew, so emotional. Because these kids don't know this woman. Rhonda gave birth to 6 of Destiny's siblings, and they went straight into foster care and was immediately adopted after that. And thank God for that. Thank God for families that, adopt children and took very good care of most of them. But it seems like, so wait, I'm going too fast. So they arrive and they're greeted by their family. There's grandma sitting there crying her eyes out. She had me crying. Destiny has a few aunties there, some brothers, sisters, cousins. The family is there. And the aunts are telling the siblings that their mother was the deal, honey. She was that deal. I said, okay, I'm about to learn the slang in Detroit, honey. Honey, Miss Rhonda was that deal. They said she was fine, honey. She was that one. She used to pull up in a limo, honey. She had it going on. And I'm like, wow. And they said, she just came. It was just a time where the illegal medication was out in the streets. She got hooked on the illegal substances, and giving up her kids was the best thing. That's what the auntie is saying. That was the best thing that she could have done for y'all, because she didn't have a life to give you guys. You guys had a chance, a second chance at life. And she left because she didn't want them to be a part of her lifestyle, because, she was out there. So this is good and it's sad at the same time. So the 6 kids are there. The oldest has passed away and one is missing. Dusty asked who wants to go meet their mother. Everybody wanted to go except for one brother. I think his name was Jesse. He was like, I don't have anything to say to her. And they all understood his disposition and respected his boundaries. Now, PJ, at first, she did not want to meet Rhonda, but then she changed her mind. So the Scotts are headed to Pontiac. Everything looks so different in the neighborhood, child. They reminiscing throughout all the neighborhoods, and they go to their uncle's construction school. They talk about how Pops got them into construction and how when he would finish a home, it was beautiful and it was just the bomb. He has very good work ethics, him and Uncle Rick. They're both role models, but they mention Uncle Rick a lot, and we learn why. So they get there, they hollering at Uncle Rick. Uncle Rick is talking to them, and their Pops is acting weird. He's a little standoffish. He rolling his eyes. He's uncomfortable. Child, what is going on? Kimmy clocked all of that. She's like, we got to talk to Pop Scott because what's going on with him? So over in Detroit, Destiny and her siblings go to meet their mom. Oh my goodness. They go to some beautiful home. They're sitting in the living room and they're waiting and they're waiting. So I think it's like 5 of them, right? And then like maybe a cousin or something, and another sister is in the car with the mother when they pull up. Ooh, everybody is highly emotional because this is a big moment, right? So Destiny, doesn't know how this woman gonna act. I'm like, she gonna act like a crackhead, like Frankie, Keisha Cole's mom, off the hook, deflecting, entitled, standoffish, condescending, childlike. That's how she's gonna act. Well, honey, here come the stick. I mean, here come the thin lady. Very tall, very crackish. Her wig is brand spanking new. She has on sunglasses because she's hiding who she is. But we see the bone structure, the skinniness, the the lifestyle. They wear it. They all look like that. And here she comes. So she comes in and she says hi to PJ. And she's like, you look just like me. And they said that earlier when they were with the family. And her mom was like, I haven't seen you since birth, girl. And your daddy just passed away. Oh my goodness. It was like, Rhonda, girl, this ain't your partner from off the streets that you went to school with. This is your daughter, a human being that you birthed into the world and you turned your back on. That's who this is. There was no human contact, no hugs, no kisses, not even a handshake, a fist bump, a shoulder bump. What? No group hugs. There was nothing. So this started off all wrong. I mean, child, whew. She explains that she gave them to her mama and pretty much she kept it moving. And no fault of her own. When you get strung out, you chase the high. It is what it is. You know, you would think if you had children, it would make you want to clean yourself up. Whew. But the looks of it, this was crack. And crack don't play. Crack don't care about family, kids, nothing. Okay, so yeah, this is your mom, guys. This is your mama. And I guess her mama was like, I can't watch all these kids. So I guess someone helped them get into the system. So she tells the kids, tell me how y'all feel. It's okay. Come on, what y'all got to say? They don't have anything to say to you. They are full of emotion. They're confused. They don't know you. They are shocked to meet you. This day has come. They probably have dreamt of this all their lives. In the back of their minds, they always wanted to know, who is my mom? Who is my dad? And Rhonda, we just need you to act a little bit more concerning. We need you to act like you actually care. Are you high right now? Why you got them glasses on? Take those glasses off and stop hiding who you are. You've been hiding their whole life. The least you can do is show some vulnerability and show them who you are. You walked in here, didn't even hug these people that you birthed, that you don't know. The other kids, Destiny said that the other kids, she's been in and out of their lives all their lives, but PJ has never met her. Never. So Destiny's like not feeling how she's acting. She's like, ugh. So she was like, you don't have nothing else to say to us? And she's like what? Girl, what do you mean? I didn't abandon my son. I don't know what you should say, but you need to say something. So Destiny's like, I don't know. So Rhonda's like, hi, children. Is there something you want to say? Nah, because now it's weird. It's already weird, and you making it weirder. So her and Destiny go back and forth and back again because Rhonda knows Destiny, you know, and so her mom is bringing up, we do got some drama, and that's like, what you on right now, Rhonda? Like, you left me with empty promises, and Destiny looking at her like, how so? So her mama's like, you were supposed to come help me. Come help you? Destiny's like, no, I was not supposed to come help you. What are you talking about? Well, you got on that reality show with your daddy. You didn't get me no apartment because I don't live in the streets. I live in a house. But then she gonna say, but you didn't get me no apartment. I could have paid the rent. Yeah, right. So all the kids are uncomfortable. They laughing a little bit. They don't feel, they just looking at a lady. So they kind of laughing because what are you on, lady? What's up? What's up? So over in Pontiac, Tisha and Kimmy are talking to their father-in-law, and child, he got issues, but he won't talk about it on the camera. He said, if I say something, I can't take it back, child. So then he talks about how much, he used to work when he was, raising his kids with his family and his wife. And, his job was like his second woman because he was always at work. He worked really hard, but it seemed like he didn't pay no taxes, honey. And that landed him in the clanker. Pops went to jail. Locked up, they won't let me out. Locked up, they won't let me out. Shout out to Akon. So he used to ask the boys, why you didn't write me? And the boys was like, yeah, we're detached from you. Moms wasn't on that. Nah, So there's a cycle going on within the generations because his father was on something. I don't know. So Pops wants to stop the generational curse. He missed so much when he worked a lot. Tisha was telling him, yeah, I tell Marceau, it ain't all about making money all the time. You got to be here for these kids. So Pops is like, when he went to jail, he really missed out, right? He really missed out. And so he makes efforts to be there for the grandchildren now, of course. So it sounds like he probably did some time. Like it sounds like more than 5 years. It sounds like close to 10. It sounds like he was away probably at a very important time of these kids' lives. Because Marceau and Maurice, it's 10 of them, right? Is it a whole bunch of them? It's a lot of them, right? Oof. Okay. Whew. And child, don't Marceau look just like his daddy? Yes, he does. Not a bad thing, but he does look like his pops. So over in Detroit, Destiny understands that her mom and her clash a lot because Destiny was there from the beginning. For the first 5 years, she had her mom when she was healthy, her and her brother who has passed. And she knows that she probably reminds her mom of her pain, her struggle, when the abuse, just all the bad, when it turned bad, that's probably what she sees when she sees Destiny. So the mother is in the house, and child, she in there singing Jesus Walk With Me, not by Kanye West. I said, she taking me back to my old church days, honey. Shout out and RIP to Mother Duckett. She loved that song and she sung it well. Destiny talking about her mama still can sing and is singing good. I said, no, what? No, 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 no. But anyway, mama in there on one singing Jesus Walk With Me. So the kids are gathering on the porch because they need to pause, take a deep breath. It was a lot. Her brother, thanks her for putting this together and all that. Okay. And this is a lot because you remember PJ didn't want to meet her, but she always keeps a positive vibe. And they're like, you're always so positive. I said, because she was raised right. She was raised by some positive people, so good, PJ. I'm glad you're doing good. So then Destiny and Rhonda have a one-on-one on the porch, honey. And Rhonda is just like, yo, daddy is crazy. And Destiny's like, listen, we talking about us. Stop talking about my daddy. And all she can talk about is, your daddy is crazy. And so Destiny's like, check this out. I love you. That's all I can say. That's all I got. Rhonda's like, well, you got a funny way of showing it. Girl, then she gonna tell her, have a blessed day. Child, you know that what that means. That means go off, go on about your way, leave me alone. I said, ooh. And you just have to understand, besties, that when you know someone that's strung out in that life, living a rough, hard life, they don't mature. So when you talk to them, even if it's 20, 30 years later, they still act like whatever age they were when they were clean. That's how old they stay stuck at that age. I discovered that watching Keisha Cole and Frankie back in the day on BET. Like Frankie is cool, but she is childish. Well, she hasn't matured being on the illegal medication. Okay, so I think Dusty was like, I'm good. I'm in therapy. I'm trying to. I have forgiven my mom because I have to, because so I can be a good mom. And, the mama is telling her, if I live or not, don't worry about me. And it's like, girl, all right, you making things worse because you don't even mean that, lady. You just, like Destiny said, she's entitled. She feels like Destiny owes her something. She feels like she could walk in this house and sit down and say hi, and that's all she has to do. Like they supposed to bow down to her because she's their mother. Girl, you've been missing. These people don't know you. And I just really can't believe that lady walked in and didn't even hug her kids. So that tells me she's still out there. That lady ain't ready, don't want to be. They went and found that wig and them sunglasses for her down the street at the liquor store on their way to the house. And honey, she walked in there with her whole skinny self, no teeth having, sunken mouth, and just, the crack look. And I just hate that for Destiny. But the previews are pretty good. Next week is going to be good. Um, Child, Ken gonna admit to Trisha that he be in the DMs, and I'm like, that's how y'all met. Patricia, how you get him is how you lose them. What you thought? What you thought? He was gonna stop being in the DMs? That's how he got you. Uh-huh. And then everybody else is still gonna be in Detroit, Michigan, right? And besties, where is Martell? Why he not in Detroit with Destiny? That's his sister. The production said, we gonna cut your time out. Oh, and I didn't even realize we didn't get any Fletchers this week. We didn't need them, but that was good. We didn't have to hear Nell fussing and fighting and arguing. But baby, Martell, where you at, boo? Where you at, boo? Where you at? But I believe the rest of the episodes are going to be pretty good because Chris and Marceau got to argue. Maurice and Marceau got to argue. Trisha and Ken gonna keep playing in our faces. So we got some something to look forward to. Well, besties, that was the end of the episode. I'm gonna get out of here and go fry me some fish and get it going on. I'm still getting birthday gifts, y'all. My dog's babysitter bought me a cute little gift. I can't tell you about it, but it's real nice. So anyway, besties, have a good night. I'll be back with the next recap. It'll be Married to Medicine. It'll be reunion part 1 of 2. Child, the way I feel like I'm about to get my Sundays. Oh, no, I won't. Well, at least for a couple of weeks, I'll get my Sundays back because, the Real Housewives of Atlanta starts on Easter, April the 5th. But besties, don't forget to like this video. If you're new, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Like the video, hype the video, and thank you to the few who are hyping the videos. I noticed one video had a few hypes. I was all juice. Thank you for supporting my little channel. I have not been on air. At the end of July will be my 2nd year. So thank you for your support. Keep tuning in, keep commenting, and let's rock and have a good time with these reality shows. Bye, besties.